Well, hey there, stranger. How was class? Glad to hear it. Can't believe you've already been here a few weeks. Before we know it, the semester's gonna come to an end. Yep, we only have 2 months left. Then winter break will be here. Do I have any plans? Oh, no, my family actually had a bit of an emergency, so they had to move out of the capital. Oh, well, my sister isn't doing so well, and my parents figured that moving to the countryside would be better for her. I never told you about my sister, did I? Well, that's probably because I never met her. She was born with the withering disease, and so as soon as my parents found out, they've had their hands full. She's about 3 years old now, I think. Oh, it's okay. I understand my mom and dad have to take care of her. So I take student aid positions and work around the campus to send money to help them. So we're all doing our best. Yeah, I'm thinking of applying for an extended absence so I can help more hands-on with my family. Or at least take on a full-time job, maybe at a shop somewhere. But my family really wants me to graduate, and all my professors have been pushing me to stay in school, so maybe not. I promise I'm okay. Besides, I love this school. Even if I did leave for a little, I'd be back in no time. Who knows, maybe I'll try to be a professor here after I finish. What do you mean it's going to be a waste of my talents? I think that teaching others the splendor of magic is the most wonderful thing a person can do. Oh, I could never be a court maid. That's far too prestigious for someone like me. Professor Davius said that a teaching position would be more suited for me anyways. He might not be my favorite professor, but that doesn't change the fact he is the archmage of this college. If anyone knows better, it'd be him. How did you find out about my grades in his class? That's not fair. You know I'm terrible at transmutation. And he's such a perfectionist. I just can't stay focused in that class. The highest grade he's ever given out in his career is a B+. So that's hardly my fault. Besides, that B+ is mine. So that has to count for something. You sound just like him now. Miss Cardos, if you apply yourself more, you'd be an outstanding student. And hold it. Didn't you get a C- on your last conjuration test? How are you going to give me such a hard time when you're struggling too? I guess we both gotta try harder. But that's for after lunch. Speaking of, did you bring me something? I know you always do, but I'd hate to assume. So, what's to eat this time? Roasted lamb and potatoes? Wow, that's way too fancy for lunch. Oh, that's not what I meant. I'm definitely gonna eat it. It looks delicious. I was just wondering what the occasion was for. Wait, you made this for my upcoming test? And how exactly did you find out about that? She really told you? Yeah, I've been a little stressed for the transmutation test coming up. Professor Davius offered to have me stay after class with him so I can improve, but I don't know. I told him maybe, but I should probably take him up on the offer, right? You don't think I should? Are you just saying that because it got into our study time together? Because I promise I'll still try to make time where I can. Oh, I guess it isn't good to stress myself out. But to say you don't want me to do it just because you don't like him is a bit... Well, it's not really a good reason, is it? Well, enough talking. I'm starving. Those potatoes are starting to smell irresistible. Have you ever considered becoming a chef? You could incorporate magic into your cooking. Oh, I'm sure there's a niche for it. Imagine you could train all the invisible servants to do all the prep work, and you could just use magic to increase productivity and the taste of the recipes. Hey, I don't think it's dumb. If you opened a bakery or something, I'd come visit you a lot. I think it'd be really nice. This is a bit off topic, but do you ever worry about who you're going to be in the future? Like, not a career, but personality-wise. Well, I mean, I really want to be a good person. Someone who helps others when they need it. Like, if something bad happened, people would know they could rely on me. But I tend to mess up a lot and lose confidence. Her flames and color begin to dim as she starts to question herself. You put a hand on top of hers and tell her whoever she becomes, you'll be proud of her. She doesn't have to do anything fantastical because she's already exactly who she needs to be. You're such a dork, but a lovable one. I can certainly say the same thing to you. You've made the sanctuary a lot more fun. It's always funny to watch you accidentally summon the wrong creature, or fumble an illusion spell and make your arm invisible, or the time that you accidentally made Professor Klein's hair fall out. It's made me realize everyone says magic has to be perfect, staying in the lines and cautious. I hate it. The feeling of mana coursing through me. I want to let it flow freely, being swayed by its currents. That's how I want to practice magic. And you really helped me remember that. You've really inspired me to try new magic that doesn't fit the confines of our current education system. I even submitted my first ice spell to the academy. If it passes review, it'll be entered into the curriculum. So I'm excited. When you first came to the sanctuary, you encouraged me by telling me I could do it. So I didn't want to let you down. And I have a present for you. The very first scroll of Icy Burst. I can get in a lot of trouble for putting this on a scroll already, so keep it a secret, okay? Yep, a kind of nifty evocation spell. It acts like armor until you're struck. It'll absorb all the damage and reflect half of it back at the attacker. Well, they do say the best offense is a good defense, right? Oh, come on. That was a good joke. Don't look so sour. See, it was funny. Anyways, I just wanted to show you my gratitude. You've been my best supporter through all of this, and I couldn't imagine doing any of this without you. The blush on her cheeks intensify, and her hair sways with fire. You stare into her eyes, mesmerized for a moment. This feels like the right time. You tell her you have something to say, but you're abruptly interrupted.
Mrs. Karthos, I believe you said you were going to stop by my classroom to discuss further assistance for my course.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, Professor Davius. I didn't realize it was already time. I was just having lunch.
If you are struggling to find ways to organize your time better, then you can simply eat in my classroom while we discuss things. No need to waste your time in this manner.
Professor Davius looks past Dolorae and stares you in the eyes. There's almost a sense of annoyance towards you. Oh, sure. Sorry, first year. Looks like I'm taking this meal to go, but let's meet up once your classes are over. See you around.
For starters, your current schedule is a disaster. I can help restructure it. And next, your focus on evocation needs.